Hello everyone. I'm Pratibha Prabhugaonkar, Assistant Professor at Dempe College of Arts and Science, Miramar, Panji, Goa. This module is for second year BSc Botany students. Course code is BOC 104 and course title is Plant Physiology. Title of the unit is Respiration and name of the module is Oxidative Phosphorylation. In this module, we are going to see oxidative phosphorylation, and at the end of the module, you will be able to define oxidative phosphorylation and explain the concept of oxidative phosphorylation. Coming to the topic, oxidative phosphorylation, electron transport chain is a reaction that converts redox energy from oxidation of NADH and FADH2 into proton motive force, and this proton motive force is utilized to synthesize ATP through a conformational changes in the ATP synthase complex through a process known as oxidative phosphorylation. For each molecule of sucrose oxidized through glycolysis and citric acid cycle, 4 molecules of NADH are generated into the cytosol and 16 molecules of NADH plus 4 molecules of FADH2 are generated into the mitochondrial matrix. So these reduced compounds has to be reoxidized, or else the respiration process will come to halt. So this oxidative phosphorylation, it includes or it transfers the electrons from NADH and FADH2 to a electron acceptor, that is oxygen. So the oxidative phosphorylation transfers electrons from electron donor to electron acceptor, which is oxygen. Because mitochondrial ATP synthesis is closely tied to oxygen consumption, it is also referred as oxidative phosphorylation. In mitochondria, respiratory electron transport complex pumps protons from matrix to intermembrane space to establish a proton gradient. The potential energy of this proton gradient is consumed by mitochondrial ATP synthase to synthesize ATPs. Chemiosmotic synthesis of ATP by mitochondria is called oxidative phosphorylation. Chemiosmosis is the movement of ions across a semi-permeable membrane bound structure down to their electrochemical gradient. The electron transport system, it consists of 4 multiprotein complexes which are known as complex 1, complex 2, complex 3 and complex 4. Complex 1 is also referred as NADH dehydrogenase. Complex 2 is called as succinate dehydrogenase. Complex 3 is called cytochrome BC1 complex, or it is also known as ubiquinone cytochrome C oxidoreductase. And complex 4 is referred as cytochrome oxidase. Apart from this, it also has ATP synthase, and this ATP synthase is sometimes referred as complex 5. In between complex 2 and complex 3, there is ubiquinone. So these are the different complexes. This is complex 1, complex 2 is here, this is complex 3 and this is complex 4, and this is ATP synthase complex. So during oxidative phosphorylation, in the first step, NADH, which was generated through glycolysis or citric acid cycle, it binds to complex 1. When it binds to complex 1, it gets oxidized and it releases electrons and protons and regenerate NAD. The electrons, they move to the complex 1. From the complex 1, the electrons are transferred to ubiquinone. The ubiquinone, which is situated between complex 2 and 3. For each pair of electron crossing this complex, 4 protons are pumped across the membrane. That is, they are pumped from matrix to intermembrane space. In the next step, FADH2 binds to complex 2. It gets reduced, generates electrons, protons, and regenerates FAD. The complex 2 then passes its electrons to ubiquinone. From ubiquinone, the electrons are transferred to complex 3. And from complex 3, the electrons are transferred to a cytochrome C. Now, cytochrome C, it is a complex which is bound to this inner membrane. And cytochrome C then passes the electrons to complex 4. Now, complex 4 has electron carriers like cytochrome A and cytochrome A3. So, through these complex 4, finally the electrons are transferred to oxygen. This oxygen, it receives electrons from this complex 4, it receives protons from the matrix and forms water. Now, during the electron transport chain, when electrons are passing through this complex 1, complex 3 and complex 4, energy is released, and this energy is utilized for pumping the protons across the membrane. For each pair of electrons, 4 protons are pumped across the membrane. Since this membrane is impermeable to protons, a proton gradient or a proton motive force is generated in this region. And because of this proton motive force, the protons which had migrated from matrix to intermembrane space, they tries to come back to the matrix. And when they are coming back to the matrix, they are transported through this complex, that is ATP synthase. Now, this ATP synthase complex, it has 2 main components, F1 and F0. F1 is a complex which contains the catalytic site for synthesis of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. And the complex F0, it consists of at least 3 polypeptide chains which forms the channel through which these protons crosses this membrane. And when the protons are passing through this complex, ADP gets phosphorylated and it forms ATP. Coming to the significance of oxidative phosphorylation. In oxidative phosphorylation, electrons are transferred along an electron transport chain. And this system transfers electrons from NADH or FADH2 produced during glycolysis, pentose phosphate pathway and citric acid cycle, and they transfer these electrons to oxygen. This electron transfer releases large amount of free energy, much of which is conserved through the synthesis of ATP from ADP, which is catalyzed by an enzyme ATP synthase. These are my references. Thank you.